Hey, it's Joseph here. Today I've got this box from Insta360. They have sent me this product for me to do a video showcase like this. I have been using their other 360 cameras, all the old ones, as well as these two, X3 and then also RS 360 1-inch module. They have been my go-to cameras, and I suppose they're upgrading the camera X3 into X4. So let's get to it. Looking at the box, Insta360 X4 is written here, and it is an 8K 360 action cam. I believe it used to be 5K on the X3, so 8K is an upgrade from there. It showcases a couple of features over here along with some pictures. And same thing on the other side, or the side of the box. And on the back, some example photos, and it does tell you about the content that are inside the box. First of all, the camera, and then it's got the lens guards included, and then USB Type-C to C cable, protective pouch as always, as well as the lens cloth, quick start guide, and the warranty card. So let's go ahead and open this. First of all, in here you got the camera as well as the accessory box. Okay, a couple of things in here, nothing more. The other side is silica gel, nothing to look in there. And you've got a couple of paperwork in here, warranty card, waterproofing, what to know, safety guidelines. By the way, this camera is waterproof, I believe. It's interesting that they have included this booklet here. And X4 is waterproof to 33 feet out of the box without any protection or case, or 164 feet with a dive case. The stitching in 360 shots and image quality may be affected due to the underwater light refraction. To ensure the best image quality, use the dive case whenever you are underwater. So a couple of guidelines in here. Certainly I wouldn't open battery doors and such, but out of the box it should be waterproof. Therefore, getting rained on and getting some dirt on it wouldn't really be a problem for this camera, which is good for vlog travel camera. As always, the sticker is included. Quick start guide is also there. I think I have mentioned all of these booklets, and here is the included lens guard, which I'm inclined to put on because I always want to protect the lens element. So we'll follow that guideline here. You just have to lock it and make sure to set it as a lens guard attached in terms of settings. I think that's what the guide was telling me. And here's the protective case. Nice, they have included a zippable case this time. Oh, and a couple of more things in there. First of all, this one is a plastic guard of some kind. Oh, so this is a thermal grip cover. Install and remove by snapping it in. So this kind of helps to grip, I suppose, and dissipate heat, perhaps. Nice. And then here's a cleaning cloth, which I won't get to, and also USB Type-C to C cable. If you would like to connect the camera, I got plenty of these things, so I'll just pass that. And then here is the couple of pockets. I suppose you can have a couple of SD cards, the micro SD cards in here so that you can replace it easily. Another pocket here for cable perhaps. So let me go ahead and actually take this out and put it in there. So it's got the cable tie in there, but I can just kind of put that in there so that I can easily carry with the camera. And then the camera itself, I don't think there's more, so let's go through the camera as well. In comparison, overall size became a bit taller and possibly a bit thicker. It didn't get wider. That's in comparison to X3. The screen size is marginally bigger, I would say. The lens elements seem to have stayed the same. And it's got a couple more divots towards the bottom. And I suppose the battery got larger, perhaps. We'll determine that. And then here for the battery, unplug the battery, insert a micro SD card that meets UHS 1 as well as V30 standards. That is to make sure that the transfer rate of the SD card is fast enough to keep up with a lot of video that is being written here. I've actually ran into that trouble before, so be sure to do that. And then the lens element. As far as these doors go, I think that is a microphone, and then you can open this USB Type-C port there, and then the battery pops out like that, and SD card will slot in there. In comparison to the X3, you can see the battery became physically larger, therefore I expect longer battery life. It used to be 1800 milliamp hour, whereas now on X4 it is 2290 milliamp hour, so that is definitely bigger battery. Something I do want to do is to take out the SD card and put it in the X4 so that I have a compatible SD card with it. This was also Insta360 branded one, and then it is certainly UHS-1 V30 grade. It's kind of tiny, you probably can't read that. And going through this, I actually read through the thermal grip cover's features. Insta360 X4 can record videos at ultra high resolution 8K 30 frames per second, which requires more power and may cause camera to warm up. This is normal and expected. The thermal grip cover reduces the surface temperature and make the camera more comfortable to hold when recording 8K for a long time. Recommended for recording videos in windless environments when camera is still, and not recommended for skiing, water sports, motorcycling, cycling, and other sports for this thermal cover. So I suppose I'll put it on. I just need to follow the directions, which is to snap the top and then snap the bottom. So the screen side is this side, and on the opposite side I install that. I feel like that's more protected as well, so I like that. And then the lens cover. I like putting these on because the lens is going to be protected and the lens elements are much harder to repair than these added elements. So they just go on and you just turn to lock them in. That was simple. Perhaps that cable was just too much, so let me just take that out. Maybe I'll throw the cleaning cloth in there. There you go. Easy carrying case. And also you might have noticed that I have taken out the USB Type-C port door out because that was just more convenient than trying to open it, because I don't need as waterproof. So I suppose you can do that same, which is just to pull out and it will just come out like that. You can certainly put it back in by just pushing it in, and then it'll be able to lock. Perhaps if I'm going on a travel, which I will in the near future, so I'll just keep it on just in case I get rained on. And also there's two accessories that's going to go really well with this camera. First one is the invisible selfie stick. I actually have a bunch of them. This is going to be the most recent version. It just pulls out like this. I would say this is about 4 feet wide and then collapses into something that is quite short. So you can just mount this to the bottom of the camera like so. And good thing about this carrying case design is the fact that you have zipper on both sides, so you can actually kind of carry around like this. And then here is the rubber lens cap, which I had on both of my previous cameras. It is pretty fat to accommodate the plastic guard inside. So you just squeeze it in like that and it is able to go in like so. I see one problem, which is that the carrying case may not accommodate the fat lens cap. So I suppose you'll have to just kind of carry around like this if you plan on using this, or take this out and rely on the soft carrying case. Either way it works. And by the way, I was just opening this camera up so that I can take this camera onto a trip that I'm planning on going. I'm going to Washington, D.C. for AIA conference and plan on using this camera to take some cool shots. Yeah, I'll be taking this on the road, and perhaps this video will showcase a couple of cool shots that I was able to take. Press the power to turn it on, and it's going to go through some setup process. Okay, on the Insta360 app, it is showing up this X4, so I'm just going to click on that to connect, confirm. It's prompting me for downloading a new firmware so I can update the firmware of X4, which is good. keeping things up to date. So I'm going to take this moment to kind of explain what I plan on using this camera for. I have travel plans to Washington, D.C. for AIA National Conference of 2024, conference for all the architects, and I've always taken Insta360 cameras on those trips so I can show cool shots of the conference and the trade show that I was able to go, and I'm gonna do some of that with this camera. And I would also use this camera for real estate photography 360 virtual tour experience. For that, you just need to use this app provided by Insta360. But there's other third-party apps such as QPix Vista or Matterport to use this type of pocket 360 camera into 3D scanning or cloud point data scanning. I don't think those softwares are compatible with X4 just yet, but soon they will be, and they'll be able to enjoy the quality videos and photos out of this camera. Firmware is now downloaded and installing on the camera now. Okay, I confirm, activate the device, activated. Install lens guards. Removing lens guards, you just twist open, yes. Lens guard mode, after installing it, make sure to turn on the correction, got it. Okay, slide down and turn on this. Standard lens guards. Okay, slide left from the edge to show the shooting parameters. Auto, manual, auto seems good. And then slide up to access shooting parameters. I want 8K versus 5.7K, 4K resolution. I can set those things. And then slide from the left to see all the pictures that are taken. Slide in any direction to adjust the preview angle. Tap to switch shooting modes. So I can go from video to photo, single lens versus 360. And I can also control via phone, which is what I often do. So I look at from my phone to see what is going on, and I am able to control everything from here as well. So I'm on the auto mode, and then I can shoot. Okay, now you got the whole view of my studio showing all the things that I don't want to show, since you got 360 view of it. And this is able to stabilize things quite well, and that's why I like this as my travel cam, and I can just walk around things and it's gonna look like a drone shot as I have my camera behind me. So it's got the power button, the quick start button, and then a couple of buttons for menu navigations and such. And since the camera is larger, I think it's better for the grip as well. It feels nice on the hand. Kind of like the RS 1-inch model. I think the overall thickness and the grip is about the same, minus the lens element, but I like it. So yeah, I was able to unbox and do a short testing of this camera, as well as showing you some example shots. And that will be it for this video. If you have enjoyed this content, please like this video and consider subscribing to my channel to continue watching these type of videos. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Bye.